Star Power, Chapter 16. There was a lot of racket coming from what appeared to be a private back room, and just as much noise came from all the people in the pub area who were surrounding a juice bar situated under a sign that read juice only, no alcohol. Charlie looked from the neon pink sign that spelled ladies' room, but one wasn't there. What she did see, she didn't like. Over a doorway in the back, huge electric fuchsia letters said squatters this way, and in blue lettering, standers this way. Charlie Charlie shook her head. She guessed she was supposed to go toward the right to squat because how dare she just go to the girls' bathroom like a normal girl. On her way toward the light, she stopped. The noise from inside the closed off room down the hall from the restrooms was calling her. Blending in with the rest of the people, she made her way to the door. Happy there was a small peephole in it. On tiptoe, she pressed her eye over the hole, trying to see inside. Everything was minimized. She pushed harder, focusing. Things were smaller, but she could make out the crowd and the surroundings. They were encircling a table that held a bowl on top, but she couldn't see what was in it. Whatever it was, though, seemed to be holding their interest, but not hers. Standing on her toes made the bathroom urge return. She began to dance in place. Hey, the bathroom's over there, a male bystander said, lingering behind her, obviously waiting to go into the back room. I do the same thing when I gotta go. I guess everyone has a party dance. Charlie blushed. She didn't realize that she was being so obvious. She stepped out of his way. Thanks, she said, and began to walk away. Don't worry, he said to her, making her stop and turn around. Just about everybody came up on a good lick. I'm sure everybody's cabinets are empty, so believe me, there's plenty left. You're welcome to come in and partake, so hurry back. I'll make sure there's a good variety to choose from. If the spread is as great as it was, he winked. She didn't know what he was talking about. What spread he was referring to, not knowing what to say and needing to get rid of the heat. Her bladder was coughing. Charlie just winked back. Her feet were connecting with the sticky tile floor as she sped toward the squatter's sign. Inside, all she saw were stalls, and as she made her way to them, she noticed they were filled. She grimaced and danced in place. Finally, someone wheeled their wheelchair out of the back one, and Charlie brushed past her. She didn't care that she wasn't technically handicapped. Mid squat, she smiled. The sign for the ladies' room may have been a bit crest, but it was definitely befitting because there was no way she was sitting on the public toilet, even if there were paper covers. Maya, sister girl, I'm telling you, they don't know me. I just outran my aunt shooting at me. So why would I be scared of anything? A squeaky voice said. Charlie clenched a midstream and made her stomach knot up. She thought the voice belonged to Rory, but the rush of splashing water was too loud to be sure. Maya laughed. Rory, you're crazy. You know that, right? Charlie let go, rushing herself. She had to hurry up so she could put her hands on Rory. There was no lamb to stop her, no cameras to tape her. There was nothing but a small space and ample opportunity. Yes, so I've heard, Rory said. So what's up with you and Mitch? She was asking Maya when Charlie finished relieving herself, then stood to adjust her clothes. Mitch, 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 Maya tisked. Never mind, Mitch asked me about Lamb. I don't want local, I want worldwide. Charlie's adrenaline really rose now. She knew Maya was after Liam, but she also knew she wouldn't get him. After zipping her pants, she pulled back her hair and tied it in a knot. She didn't care if her hands weren't clean. Cleanliness wasn't on her mind now. With her foot, she flushed the toilet as she walked out of the stall. Charlie, Maya said, her face a mixture of surprise and something else. Hey, her look didn't say you caught me this time. It registered that she was under the influence. Hey, sister girl, Roy began. Charlie knew it was going to happen, but she didn't see it happening. She never saw her fist connect with Roy's face. She turned a blind eye to swinging her fists and kicking her legs. Even putting Rory into a headlock had somehow avoided her view. No, she couldn't see, and she was too mad to feel, but her adrenaline made her act. It pushed her to limits she didn't know she could reach, and made her bounce back when Rory retaliated. It was a fight of the fittest, and to Charlie's surprise, it wasn't an easy one. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Maya was yelling while she tried to part them. Stop. Hands were still swinging, feet were still kicking. Charlie's hair was somehow wound around Roy's fist, and the back of Roy's shirt was pulled up and over the front of her head. Charlie couldn't move her head, and Roy couldn't stand. They're deadlocked, and unless one of them let the other go, the fight was over. That's enough. Just let go. Somebody let go. Maya was still yelling. On the count of three, Rory said, her face toward the floor. You let me go, and I'll let you go. Charlie just heaved. She was tired and out of breath, but she was no fool. There was no way she was going to release Rory from her grip. As long as she had Rory bent over, she could knee her in the face. That was exactly what she was going to do if Rory didn't let her hair go. She was going to break Rory's nose with one swift movement of her leg. As if reading Charlie's mind, Rory tightened the hold on Charlie's hair, pulling her face closer to hers and making her head turn in an awkward position. Maya stuck her leg between Charlie's leg and Rory's face, then used both her hands to try to untangle Charlie's from Rory's shirt and Rory's from Charlie's hair. Come on, stop. The fight is over, Maya said. You better get your hands off me, Charlie, Rory demanded. Charlie's laugh was laced with anger. Or what? You gonna hurt me? How are you gonna do that? Because as you can tell, it will be with your hands. I guess you're gonna get me locked up again. So that is what this is about? Rory asked, her voice bouncing off the floor. What else would it be about? Charlie snapped. Rory released Charlie's hair, then burst out laughing. Now Charlie knew for a fact that Rory was crazy. To Charlie's surprise, Rory put up her hands and surrendered. You got it. I deserve it. Charlie couldn't believe Rory was mature enough to accept being wrong. The girl was loud and crass and ghettofied, but she was certainly more honest than many to a degree. There was still the jail thing hanging over her head. Charlie stood still for a few seconds, then freed Rory. She jumped back to give herself enough distance to attack again, just in case. Rory looked at Charlie with glassy eyes, and Rory smiled. She straightened out her messy hair, nodding her head. Charlie St. James, sister girl, I gotta give it to you. You're a little light in the behind, but can scrap. I don't remember ever having a fight like that, she said, slurring her words. Maya laughed. That's because no one will fight you, Rory. So really, it's not that you don't remember, it's that you haven't had one. She grabbed her stomach, then bent over in a fit of laughter, one that was too extreme for the situation. Charlie just stood there, taking it all in, deserving of a butt kicking or not. Rory's reaction was off, and Maya's overwhelming glee made no sense. She sniffed the air, expecting the smell of alcohol, but there wasn't one. Are you guys crazy? She had to ask. Yup, Maya said, crazy and loving light. She walked over to Charlie, then tried to hook her arm through hers. Come on, it's time you enjoy life too. You're here doing so much, but you're not having fun. She whined like a spoiled child. If you're gonna hang out with us, hang out. She smiled wider, then reached into her pocket and shook something that rattled. We've got candy, she sang. Charlie stepped back. I need to straighten myself up. Rory nodded. Yeah, I did a pretty decent job on your due. My fault. Handle that, sister girl. Then meet us in the other room, the one with the peephole, and make sure you come too. And don't worry about a ride home. We got you. And the car isn't stolen. Promise. She looked at Charlie with an apologetic smile. Face. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video.